Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us, we're going to be taking a look at the Civivi NOx. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the Apex Pass Around group. This is actually courtesy of that Pass Around group. And with them, it gives me the ability to be able to check out this knife. So, we're going to start right off the bat calling this more of a medium-sized knife. I'm really enjoying this one. It is a Nitro V drop point blade, beautiful hollow grind. I guess I can see if I can show you guys that. It's got this gorgeous hollow grind on it. It's satin finish, super just sharp, stabby. Absolutely love that. It fits in hand just so good. Now, this is actually the first stainless steel handle that they have done. It is a frame lock also. I like the fact that they're using the stainless steel because it does give it a very lightweight, for the most part. I mean, it's more of a lightweight feel to it. It is running on caged ceramic bearings. And as you can see right now, it is set up for a right hand tip up. But for my lefties out there, this is an ambidextrous knife, so you can make it a left-hand tip-up carry if you so choose. Woo-woo! I know you guys don't get that a lot. I always say that I'm trying to find trying to find more knives that are left-handed too. You know, it seems kind of far and few between sometimes, but I feel like more and more companies are doing more than are ambidextrous, so that is just absolutely wonderful. If we look at some specs on this, you've got just about a 3-inch blade with a little under 2 3/4 inch cutting edge, which is a great size blade. You know, it's not going to be super hard use. It is going to be for smaller things, some more things that are a little more lightweight in my opinion. But so far I'm actually loving it. As I said, it's got a very slim design to it. Your handle, you're looking at just under 4 inches. It's 3.83 inches is what they actually say, which is going to give you an overall length of just under the 7-inch mark. It's 6.8 inches. And it comes in at 3.09 ounces. So that is pretty good. I want to do a comparison really quick before I get into, you know, how I've used it or how it feels. This is the Rat 2. So as you can see, I consider the Rat 2 kind of a medium-sized knife. We can take a look at it next to the Rat 1, which you see is a large knife. If we're lining it up pivot to pivot, you can see the difference in size in that. If we want to take a look at the Paramilitary 2, we will see pivot to pivot. Again, this is more of a large size knife. I would put this in a small to medium or medium size. All right, back to it. By the way, you guys are going to see the review come out on this one. Full review. Loving it. All right. You can see that you do have a little place for your lanyard here. So for those of you that do like your lanyards, you do have the holes for it, which I do like. The clip is a deep carry clip, if you can see that. It is a true deep carry. It does sit pretty deep in the pocket. It's a bit high. It's a bit pronounced. But it's not really, this one is not really so much a hot point for me. Now, if you have larger hands, you can choke up on this. If you have larger hands, and I had done the measurements before, so my hands are actually 3 inches across, and diagonally they are 4 inches. So that kind of gives you an idea size-wise. If my hands are, you know, 3 inches across, then you know. I'd already said the handle's just under 4. But in my hand, I don't feel, the clip is a little bit pronounced. Like I said, it's not too bad. I don't think it's much of a hot point for me, and maybe it's just because where it's going to sit in my hand. but I'm not really feeling it that much. You know, I have done some cardboard boxes. Again, when the knives come from the pass around group, they are not our knives. So they don't do anything that I would do normally with my knives. I might cut some paper, I might cut something in the kitchen, I might cut a little bit of cardboard, but I'm not going to really do anything else with it. So, has this been good for me for what I've used it for? Absolutely. The jimping on the back really allows me to choke up on it even more. So as you can see, I'm a full 4 fingers on there. If I had a couple more fingers, I could probably get those on there too. So if you have a little bit larger of a hand, this is definitely going to be a good size. Sometimes with the smaller handles, I find that with a frame lock, you know, sometimes if your hand is not placed right, you're going to have a hard time flipping it because you're going to be putting pressure on the actual frame lock itself. But you know, I'm liking this one. It's very, very smooth, and that has a lot to do with the ceramic bearings. The jimping on the back of the spine, or on the back of the blade, you also have jimping on your flipper tab. So even though you have a very small flipper tab, you get a great grip on it. Yeah, I have been really, really happy with this one so far overall. Writing in the pocket. Now it is only, as I said, very, you know, 3 ounces, but it has enough weight to it, and I'm probably shaking the table as I do that. It has enough weight to it that you know it's there, you feel it, you know it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a good tool. Is it going to be a hard use one? No, I don't know that I would use this knife, but is it a great, oh, and by the way, it is completely centered. Absolutely beautiful. You guys, this really is a great knife. And for their first all stainless steel handle, I think it's wonderful. I'm sorry, Therapeutic Edge is doing a funny dance right now as I'm trying to do this video. Hey, Therapeutic, you want to come over here and give me your hand and see what you think about this? I'm curious to see how many fingers you can get on there.
It's 3.
It's 3. Now, if you choke up...
I can't. It's too small.
It is too small.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I wonder, because I can get my finger in there, right? Yeah. But if you have smaller hands, you're not going to get your finger in there. Or bigger hands, you are not going to get your finger in there. So overall, is this for larger hands? Yes, but if you do have larger hands, you are not going to get all 4 fingers on there. So it's not going to be as comfortable for you. I would say that this is better for smaller hands or medium-sized hands. Fidget factor on it is absolutely wonderful. It is just so smooth. So, I mean, I've just been sitting here flicking it. I've just been absolutely loving it. You know, I would give this one a pretty high score. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I've kind of had things for some smaller knives lately. I'm trying to get back to more, you know, what are good knives for women to carry in small pants, not necessarily to carry ultimately, because I do like carrying big knives. It just depends on the pockets that I have for that day. All right, you guys. I am absolutely loving it so far. So this is the Civivi NOx. Again, thank you to the Pass Around group. By the way, these go for about $63.75, which is not a bad price at all. Don't forget to hit that like button. It does help my channel. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you here full time. Go ahead and hit that button right there. As always, feel free to leave me any comments down in the comment section. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, thanks for joining me.